Alrighty guys, so this is a little bit of the out of the ordinary video for simplified dropshipping, but I figured this is going to be the best way to display it. It's kind of hard to draw on the actual computer. So I actually made this right here. I'm going to go through it and explain it. It basically gives the overall the overall timeline of how your ads should look and when to decide to cut an ad or whatnot. So without further ado, I'm just going to hop right into it. Alright, so basically you're going to start everything with a PPE. You're going to wait 3 to 5 days, and then this is when you're going to retarget. Now, I mentioned this in the lookalike audience ad video. I'm not sure when or where this video right here is going to be. So just keep in mind that this will all make sense, and this video is more for a reference for you to come back rather than learning this on the spot. So this is absolutely not teaching you how to do Facebook ads. It's just giving you the good idea of overall before we actually dive into the Facebook ads. So I'll probably keep this video before I start to explain, before I start to teach you how to do Facebook ads itself. So just keep this in mind, keep what I'm saying in mind, and it's going to make way more sense as you go along. And definitely take a screenshot of this right now so that it makes more sense and you have it to reference on. So you're going to launch that pay per engagement, and you're going to wait 3 to 5 days. This is going to be the big 5, just a broad PPE, and then you're going to figure out where it's working the best, and then that's when you're going to retarget to where it's working the best and what it's working the best, and you're going to up it to $10 a day if it is 0.004 or below, or if it's showing or if it's outputting a lot of ATCs or link clicks, then that should tell you a sign to up it to $10 a day. If it's not doing this, and it's not doing this, and it's not doing this, just cut out the entire campaign, because it's obviously not going to work. Alright, but let's say this is all assuming that it's working fine, okay? And I'll explain that on the way. So you're gonna up that to $10 a day. Keep it running, never turn it off ever until you're all the way at the purchases stage. This is important because it's like social, the more social proof you have, the better and all that. And just, it's always good to keep it running for the pixels' sake, because you're gonna have other ad sets that you stop and start and stop and start. It's always good to have something consistent running in the background. Alright, so right here, if you got less than 20 to 30 add to carts when you come here, this is 3 to 5 days after you retarget. Oh, I'm sorry. So after this, 3 to 5 days, this mark is when you come back to right here. So wait, so you're gonna write in 3 to 5 days, retarget, and then wait 3 to 5 more days, and then you're gonna see, does it have 20 to 30 add to carts, and does it have 150 link clicks? If it has both, definitely go with ATC, but let's say it has 150, 200 link clicks and only 4 or 5 add to carts. I would go ahead and launch a $5 a day traffic ad. Again, this stays on. Launch a $5 a day traffic ad with the same audience. You want to download the same audience you have right here, and then wait 3 to 5 days, and then see if it's profitable. If it is profitable, double the budget. Wait 3 to 5 days. Is it profitable? Double the budget, and so on and so forth, and keep doing that until you get to the 20 to 30 ATCs. And if it's not profitable and you're not getting any ATCs in this category, that's a good sign to just end the campaign completely, because ATCs is the sign that tells you that it's working, and proceed to the next level. So say you're getting now 20 to 30 ATCs a week. Make sure that this is a week, unless it's your first week. Then if you're getting 20 30 ATCs your first week, I would just go ahead and go straight to ATC. But once you're getting 20 to 30 ATCs a week, now you're gonna launch the $5 a day ATC ad, and this is gonna end. So you're gonna turn the link click off, and now you're gonna do the $5 a day ATC ad with the same audiences. Again, you wanna save these audiences, but test different audiences, maybe test 2 or 3 right here if you're making some money, just to really find your ads. So you're gonna launch that ad or ads, and then you're gonna wait 3 to 5 days. Is it profitable? If it is, double the budget. 3 to 5 days. Is it profitable? Double the budget. And then keep doing that until you get 20 to 30 purchases a week, which you probably won't in this stage, but if you do, you can just jump ahead to this part.
But you're gonna keep doing this until you get 500 ATCs. So keep trying, like every Monday or Tuesday. You want to keep like trying different audiences or whatnot, and just see what's working. But your first goal should be get it to 500 plus total ATCs, because that's when you can go ahead and create a ATC lookalike audience, and you can watch my lookalike audience video on how to do that. So you're going to create that lookalike audience set. If you have ad sets that are still profiting, like just keep those on, since we're still going after the same objective, the ATC. But now you're going to try the ATC lookalike audience ad at $5 a day. Again, you're going to wait 3 to 5 days after you launch that. Is it profitable? If it is, double. And then wait 3 to 5 more days. Is it profitable? Double. And then you definitely want to make sure that you relaunch and remake the lookalike audience aspect to this every 2 weeks, because you're refreshing it with all that new data, all those new numbers, and creating a more lookalike audience. So now you're going to do this until you get to the final coveted 20 to 30 purchases a week stage. From there, you're going to want to go ahead and not end, but you're going to want to switch. So if you have any add to cart ads that are still working, go ahead and just switch it from an add to cart objective to a purchase objective in the ad set, and I show that in the lookalike audience scaling video on how to do that. So you're going to switch all those, but now you're going to go ahead and you're going to, with the same audiences, and then you can even use the same ATC lookalike audience, because this is a purchase objective, but this is just the audience, so it won't conflict with each other, and it'll help. So once you get that 20, 30 purchases a week, you're going to launch that purchase conversion campaign, and then you're going to switch all the ATCs, to the purchase, like I said, and then with those new purchase ad sets that you're putting out, you're going to do $5 to $10 a day now, with the same audiences add to cart campaign, like I was just mentioning before. And then, maybe you want to try a few other things. That's all on you. You should definitely try as much as possible for what you're working with. So then you're going to do this until you get over 100 purchases, and then that's when you want to create and launch your first purchase lookalike audiences. And they might not work at first because you might not have enough data. So if you try it and it fails, just keep doing the ATC lookalike audiences until you start to get more data. Keep coming back every 1 or 2 weeks and trying it, and eventually it's going to start working well for you. And so once you get here, you're going to run it for $5 or $10 a day. 3 to 5 days later, is it profitable? Double the budget. 3 to 5 days later, profit, double the budget. And then you keep doing that until it's not profitable, and then you end that and you relaunch everything on that Monday or Tuesday. And you should be doing that every 2 weeks anyway, so that way. And the reason I say you should do it every 2 weeks is because, say you have 4 ad sets and they're all profiting, say, like they're all just profiting, that you keep them running. You might think life is good, and then when Monday comes around, you might skip it. Well, when 2 weeks go by and it's still profitable, you might get lazy and skip it. Well, the issue with that is all of these will for sure run out one day. The reason it's important to relaunch and make all those audiences every 2 weeks is so that, like, in 2 weeks you might launch like this many, and now only these are profitable. But when you learn that only these are profitable, 3 of these get cut too. So a lot of times what will happen to people is they'll get lazy, they won't keep recreating the audiences, and then all of a sudden they don't know what to do because they're stuck with one. When you're stuck with one and you already have audiences launched that are working, look, now you have 3 more that are making you money instead of just relying on these. So it's always good to keep recreating, keep making those audiences and updating them with everything. Here's one last little shot of the entire diagram so you can see everything for it. And yeah, that's it. So that's the end of this video. Best of luck.